What's up, Legions? Welcome to another video. So as you can see here, we have the Lenovo Legion Go. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing it, but most importantly, owning an ROG Ally and Steam Deck. I just want to talk about how my experience is with this device compared to those. So I would have to say this is more of an impression video than a review. So if that's something you guys were interested in, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into this review. So to get started, let's talk about the display. And I have to say, I really enjoyed the display here. This is an 8.8-inch display, and as you can see, it pops out really well. The colors pop out and it's really sharp. It reminds me of the ROG Ally, but something I like about this device is just is bigger than the Ally when it comes to screen. So you get bigger screen real estate when you're playing games, and it immerses you in the gaming experience, and you'll see just how much immersive the screen is compared to something like the ROG Ally or the Steam Deck, which is a 7-inch display. So something that really shocked me is how comfortable this device is. Now, as big as it is, it's not that heavy to hold. And I think they did a good job the back here with giving you just something to grip onto here. So I was playing Cyberpunk for about 2 hours on this device and my hands did not get tired at all. So if you guys were concerned if this device is going to be heavy while you're gaming, just know that it's actually really comfortable to hold and it's not as heavy as you might think. Being an owner of the Steam Deck, I would have to say this device comes pretty close to feeling as comfortable as the Steam Deck. It definitely feels more comfortable than the ROG Ally. A welcome feature here is the trackpad. Being able to use this to navigate Windows is a godsend. Something I'm always envious about when it comes to the Steam Deck is the trackpad that it has. So Windows, as you guys know, is not the most friendly UI when it comes to these handheld form PCs, but having a trackpad makes navigation really easy and smooth, so it's a welcome feature. So something to note, you guys are probably aware of this, the controllers detach. I would have to say detaching the controllers are kind of a headache. You have to definitely practice with it to get used to it. As you can see, I'm still struggling. So there are two buttons here. You pretty much have to push it down and slide it down like that. Same thing on this side, push it down and slide it down. My concern with this is how durable is this going to be when you do this multiple times. Again, you see this here connects to the inside here. My thing is what happens when this starts to wear out. I guess time will tell. So again, you detach the controllers and you get this big old display. I would go as far as to call this a tablet than a handheld PC, because as you can see here, this is pretty huge. But yes, I'm a big fan of the design. As you can see here, you can just game like this if you want. This is definitely different and I think it's a welcome feature. We'll get into FPS mode here in a bit, but I'm really enjoying the design of this device. So next I want to talk about the software of this device, and this is using something called Legion Space. So you hit this button here and you have access to Legion Space. Now I was concerned, I've made some concerns video as you guys are aware about just how sluggish this is. I have to say the final unit, this is actually quite snappy, as you can see me navigating through here. But something that I don't like about Legion Space is just how you have to push it multiple times just to get to what you want. For instance, these are the recent played games, as you can see here in downloads. In order to get to this page, you have to push it twice. So you push it once here, take it out again, push it again to get to this. It's just cumbersome. I wish there was just a dedicated button that gets you right into this. But again, I hope it's something that they can fix. When it comes to Legion Space though, my thing with this is that I hope as time progresses that they add more to this. As you can see with the resolution, you only have 800p, 1080p, and 2560. And with the refresh rate, you only have 60 and 144 hertz. So you don't get a lot of options here. So my hope is that in the future, they add more to it. So something to note is that the software is still kind of sluggish. So for instance, if I push this button here, nothing is happening, right? So I've had this happen multiple times to where I'm trying to get in here and nothing just seems to be happening. So this also happens with this button as well. But I think this is a new software and hopefully with updates, right, that can be fixed. But this opens up pretty much the game store. So you guys have seen some of the settings. So if you go to quick settings here, you have access to your brightness, volume, you have access to your resolution, refresh rate. Let's go to performance. You have access to your battery, your console battery, your left and right controllers. it gives you your performance monitor here and your frame monitor. So with the frame monitor, you have different options. As you can see here, you can go to simple to where it just has FPS. You can go to normal to where it just have battery, FPS, CPU, and then you can go to all that just gives you more here. Or you can turn it off completely. Your thermal modes, you have quiet, you have balance, you have performance, and then you can customize your thermals. But I normally play in performance when I'm playing AAA games. That seems to work pretty well. You can turn your fan on and off here, and then you can just mess with your power mode, balance, efficiency, performance. Again, when you're playing AAA games, you probably want to have it in performance. So I just had to reboot my Legion Space, and I finally have this button working again. So as you can see here, you can go to cloud game, and with cloud gaming, you can put GeForce Now or Xbox Cloud Gaming to get that to work. You have access to Game Store, and I think this is pretty cool. You have Game Planet here. You can access Steam Store here. You can access Xbox and Epic. So it's pretty cool to just have all these, because again, if Epic is having a sale, you can just easily navigate back to that. So again, you can manage and add more to it. And then you have access to your library, and this is where all the games that you've downloaded are. So it's pretty neat. So settings here, you have performance, network, Bluetooth, display, voice, controller, customized disk space, screenshots, download. So that's where all your send is. And then Android games, I have to say this is a huge disappointment, because this is not using the Google Play Store. It's only using the Amazon App Store, and it doesn't have hardly as many apps as the Google Play Store. So that's kind of a bummer. But yeah, so this is what the App Store looks like. But as you can see, when it comes to game top grossing, these are old games, right? No one really wants to play this. You know, you don't have games like PUBG on here, or Call of Duty Mobile, or Fortnite, right? So it's kind of a bummer, but just want to highlight this one and showcase that it's actually here. But the cool thing about this button is that they have sales for different stores, and they have discounts. For instance, VIP, you get discounts. So again, this is pretty cool, and it links to some other stores. So again, you can come to Steam, or you can go to GOG and stuff like that. All right, so we're going to test out some games and show you guys how this performs on this device. And I have to say, it performs pretty well. I'm actually really impressed by the performance of this. All right, so we have a game like God of War here. We're going to just open it up and again, just showcase what this looks like. Let's just go here real quick, and let's go to performance and show you guys all the frame monitor here with the FPS count and all. All right, so as you can see here, this is God of War. I'm getting about 45 FPS, and this is currently running right now at 800p, right? It's not 1080p, but as you can see here, just want to showcase this. 800p looks incredible on this device, like you've seen right here, and you get 50 FPS, 45, so high 40s, low 50 FPS with God of War. And this one is running a medium setting. So if we go to settings here, if we go to graphics, you can see it's original, and original means medium settings, right? So not too bad at all. So let's change the resolution to 1080p. You're going to notice an FPS drop here. So here's the FPS drop. As you've seen, God of War at 1080p, you're getting middle to high 30s, sometimes hitting 40 FPS. So this one is definitely playable at 1080p medium graphical settings. But yeah, not so bad, but it does look good. But something that I did want to showcase, again, when you compare this to 800p, it doesn't look that much better, right? So again, they did a fantastic job with 800p here. So let's push it to 2K and showcase what this looks like and what it does to the performance. All right, the performance is definitely gonna take a hit. Again, we're at 25, middle 20s here. As you can see, it is kind of sluggish, but it is playable. And to see this game actually pushing 2K is pretty impressive medium settings. Now, if we turn this to low, you probably get a higher FPS count. But just want to showcase the different TDPs for you guys and showcase the different graphical settings and resolution on this one. All right, so the next thing I want to showcase here is a little bit of emulation. So let's go to Yuzu, open that up, and showcase what some emulation looks like on this device. All right, so we have Sonic Frontier running on this device using Yuzu. Let's just check this out and see how the performance is. All right, so here we have Sonic Frontier. So you can see this one hits 60 FPS running on this device. So I'm noticing with Yuzu though, it's not the smoothest experience on here, but it is definitely playable. I tried Super Mario Wonder and that also has some hiccups, but this is holding 60 FPS like you've seen here again using Yuzu on here. But yeah, Yuzu works and you get pretty decent experience as you can see here, just doing a good job maintaining that 60 FPS throughout here. And again, playing Super Mario Wonder as well, I was able to get 60 FPS using this device to emulate. So emulation again works here. I don't want to showcase too much of this off, but just want to let you guys know that it does work and it does look good. So the beautiful thing about this is that when it comes to battery life, you can set this at 800p like I'm doing right here, and you should get longer lasting battery as well. Again, I think 800p is the sweet spot for sure. But yeah, check this one out. As you can see, it runs pretty well and it looks pretty good doing it as well. All right, so I think this device killer feature is the FPS mode, and I'm going to showcase what that looks like. Again, you just push these back buttons here, pull it down, and then that happens. You pull your kickstand up here, and then you can stand it up like that. So again, have it charging. And so with that now, what you do here is you turn on your FPS mode, but I'm not going to do it quite yet because I want to actually load up the game that I'm going to play. So we're going to go to my library. We're going to open up Ace Combat. Now, yes, you can use this to play traditional FPS, but I think where this device actually shines is you can use this to play flying games, you can use this to play driving games, and so that honestly is what I'm more interested in than just playing FPS games. So let's check out some Ace Combat 7 with this FPS mode. All right, so here we have the game going. What I'm going to do is turn on FPS mode here. As you can see, switch to FPS mode. Then we're gonna put it in this Joy-Con. Oh yeah, you have to detach. You have to detach the analog. This is really important, and they give you a place to put it in the case. So once you do so, you should be good to go. All right, here we go in FPS mode. So we're gonna take off. And guys, this is such a blast. It takes a little bit to get used to, but once you configure it to the way that you want it, it's really fun. So as you can see, I'm using this to move up, and then I'm using this to navigate and fly. So it's pretty neat. And then you use this to turn left, you use it to turn right, and then you use this button to fire your missiles, and then you use this to shoot. It's almost like you're really flying this. It's awesome. I'm having such a great time. Again, it takes a little bit to get used to. You definitely have to calibrate it for sure, but it's really fun. It's really fun. Imagine like also playing racing games as well, or playing like Microsoft Flight Sim with this. It's awesome. It's awesome. So having a good time with this one, guys. FPS mode is definitely interesting and it is a game changer. Something to note as well is you can actually use this to navigate your desktop as well. So it's not just playing games, you can use this to navigate windows. But when it comes to playing games, it's a lot of fun here. But yeah, just want to highlight this one, guys, and showcase this off. As you can see, you can really play. Ooh, nice. Again, takes a little getting used to, but it works. It works. And it's so fun. All right, again, just want to highlight this one. This is really cool. I'm having a great time with FPS mode on here, like you've seen. Alright fellas, so that is the Lenovo Legion Go. I'm loving this device. There should be a comparison with this and the RG Ally coming up soon. So if that's something you guys were interested in, make sure that you stay tuned for that. But this device is definitely a game changer in the handheld space. Again, this 8.8-inch display is just incredible. It looks good. And I love how it has an option for 800p. So if you want to save battery life and improve performance, 800p looks gorgeous on this display. I think the killer feature with this is setting FSR 2.0 on quality mode, playing 800p. You get better FPS count and better performance, and it looks good as well. I think what a lot of people not giving this device credit for is that this device is actually a tablet. I personally believe that you can use this device to replace your laptop or your tablet. Again, if you get a keyboard, we're working on an accessory video here for this device. But with that, if you get a Bluetooth keyboard, you can really be productive with this device. We have so much video coming up with this device, so stay tuned. And everything that I said previously about some concerns, I feel like those things are not really concerns anymore. But I do think that Legion Space still needs a little work, but I'm just impressed that it's not as sluggish as I thought it would be. But that's all I have for you guys. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Till next time. Peace out.